Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back with the 2005 BAXR8, and in this episode we're giving it a full gearbox service and changing them out. So let's get it on some stands and get into it. So yes guys, welcome back. We're back on working with the Falcon. So this one's for if anyone's doing a BA Falcon or anything else with a BTR 4-speed. We're going to have the Boss, the BARRA engine, and a few others. So what we're doing today, we're going to service it up and also change the gearbox mount. I'll show you what we're working with. We've got the service kit, which comes with your filter, comes with your gasket and the little ring that you got to change over. We've got 4 nylon automatic transmission fluids. We've got little pump ones because the BTR has a sealed box, so you can't really fill it up through a filler tube or check the level or anything like that. So we're going to put that in, and of course we've got the gearbox mount. But we've done the most annoying bit first, is up on the jack stands on level ground, and the gearbox is warm. So we're going to get underneath the car and then we're going to drain the pan and get the old fluid out.
So here we are, we're underneath the Falcon. This is underneath the transmission. This is the transmission pan. So obviously there's no drain plug. So we're going to have to go around and undo these strategically to try and get it drain out at one spot at a time. So we're going to do that and then drop that. And from there we can get into the filter kit. So let's get into that. Surely something's going to come out now. No. There we go. Stupid tray.
Keep it straight on top.
I don't know. Is that the magnets maybe?
I don't know.
Hope so. Well, there we have it, it's off. We're going to let that drain properly.
No, that's not good.
I know where that comes from. That's interesting though. We found this in the pan, so that holds the valve body on though, so that's interesting that that's not in anymore. At least there was another bolt holding it in. What? Never seen that before. The valve body bolt, one of the valve body bolts was out sitting in the pan. So good thing we got in there. We'll let that drain out and then we'll put that back in, I guess. Well, we're going to let that drain under there, but you can see here's the pan of the transmission. There's the magnet doing its job. Not ideal. But the craziest thing was we dropped the pan and we hear a rattle. I'm like, is that one of the bolts from the outside? And he's like, nope. That probably shouldn't be floating around in there. So definitely good that we got in there and give it a service. But I was made aware that this did have a gearbox rebuild probably about 5 or 6 years ago. So whoever did that one, come on boys, come on. But good, we'll chuck that one back in. That's just a hex one. We'll let that drain out and then we'll put new filter on, get that back on, and we can start getting the fluid in. So we'll clean that out, but next up we got to drop the filter out and then we'll install that. We also got that little O-ring that's got to come out when you pull the old one out, and then yeah, new gasket on there. We'll pop it back up and fill her up. Let's get back underneath the car. Alright, so we gotta get this filter out. more. That one's come out. Alright, we got the new filter, new O-ring on it. Alright. So that's in. We just get the bit of wire. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the filter's in. We've put it in with that on each side. Now it's just getting the pan back on, and then we can move on to filling it up. Right, before we put the pan back on, we want to get this valve body bolt back in. It's just in here. There we go. Rightio, we can move on to the pan. We'll try our best to get one in here.
Okay, so the pan is on underneath there. So next thing is to fill it up. So we've got these to make it easy, and I'm pretty sure it's a 16mm filler bolt that you gotta do. And this isn't a full flush. If you were gonna do a full flush, it's like 10 litres, and you'd fully flush out the gearbox. This is just more of a normal service. So yeah, we'll squeeze these in, and it should take around 4 litres. And once it comes out of the filler hole, it'll dribble out, and then we'll put it back in. We'll start it up, we'll run it through the gears, undo that bolt again, and then fill it up till it runs back out of that bolt again. So let's get back underneath there and get into it.
Alright, so we're back underneath the car. It's a 16mm ring spanner on the right hand side here. Probably your best bet. We got it. We had to crack that one, but it is out. Let's see if over the exhaust is better. I think it will be. Let's give it a crack. Gotta admit, that is pretty handy. There we go. Just started dribbling then. So we'll take that one out. It's still got some in it. Right, now we shove that back in. We'll do that up finger tight, and then we'll run the car through the gears, and we'll come back and check the level again.
Alright, so we ran it through the gears. Felt pretty good actually. But I'm going to get back under there, check the level. I'm not going to show you guys that. And then we're going to move on to the gearbox mount. Okay, last job for the day. We've got the rubber for the gearbox mount. Should be pretty easy. We just got to drop the whole gearbox mount down. It's like 6 or 8 bolts. Them ones included, and then you undo these top ones, and that'll drop out, and we'll shove it in and replace it. We'll get under there, we'll finish that job, and then after that, we'll take it for a test drive. So, back underneath the car.
Well, you get this on the big job sometimes. Going to change the mount. Had a look. It's totally different mount. The part I've got doesn't fit, so we're not going to change it today, but if you look up on the inside, it's still in good nick. So it doesn't even need changing. So job saved for that one. Unlucky for the parts purchase, but I guess we can drop it down off the jacks now and we can go take it for a test drive. Alright, we're giving it a test drive. So the first test for me is before, when I was coming out of the driveway in reverse, there would be a long gap between going from reverse to drive. So we'll test that out now. Straight into drive, so that's much better. Test one, call that a win. Getting nice firm shifts. Have to say that was successful. Downshifts. Yeah, feels good. Definitely shifting better. Well, there you have it, guys. We've done the trans service on the BAXR8. All of this is in service of the 2025 WA Speed Event Series we're entering. So we've got a few more things we're going to do to the car. But yeah, pretty happy with that. We're going well with that one. I'll tell you what we're doing next. So one of the next things we'll be doing before we start racing is the brakes. We got slotted and drilled on there with some nice pads, but they are only the two 98mm ones. We're going to go up to the bigger ones and obviously put some better ones on the back, give the whole brake system a flush. So we've already done a few upgrades to the engine bay and to the engine itself. It's got tuned, it's extractors, full system, 2.5, K&N, upgraded intake. We want to finish it off with something else here, hoping to get a hold of that soon. And yeah, pretty much that should be the setup. Shouldn't overpower it, and it should last the whole year. So at a minimum, we're going to get the brakes done, hopefully upgrade the intake properly, and if we can, we'll deal with some suspension modifications for the front at least, because it's got springs in the back and completely stock suspension in the front, and you can feel it in the handling. So hopefully we can get something like that sorted, and hopefully front tires too. So once again, guys, thanks for watching as always. Till the next one, see you later.